Big cook, little cook, welcome to our cafe. Big cook, little cook, want you to come and play. Meeting all the friends we cook for, sharing stories, trips and fun. Big cook, little cook, we'll cook for everyone.
La 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 la.
Oh, hello. Welcome to our cafe. The best cafe in the world. Ben's in a very good mood today. He can't stop singing.
La 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 la.
Oops, careful.
Oh, whoops. Never mind. Nothing broken anyway. Oh dear. Sorry. I'll get the dustpan.
I don't know what's wrong with you today, Ben. That's the fourth thing you've smashed all week. Oh, no!
Sorry.
Now that's the fifth thing you've smashed. You've turned into a Butterfingers, Ben.
I know. I'll have to go out and buy some new cups and plates.
The trouble is, Ben, we've spent everything in the money box. We'll have to wait and save if we want to buy new things.
Oh, I'm really sorry. I'll be more careful from now on, I promise.
Ben!
Sorry.
Ben, we've got a customer. Just don't touch anything breakable. I'm on my way! Woohoo!
Who is it, Small? Who's in our cafe today?
Well, it's someone very important.
Ooh.
And he's wearing a crown.
Don't tell me we've got a king in our cafe.
That's exactly who we've got in our cafe. And I think I've met this king before. He's in one of my adventures. I think it's time to look in my book.
We need a story to help us cook.
Let's take a look in Little Cook's book. Little Cook's Adventures in the Big World. Let me see. One day I went to visit the king in the land of Sixpence. He was sitting down to his pie lunch, as usual. The pie had been opened, as usual. The 24 blackbirds had popped out, as usual. But they weren't singing.
I love to hear my blackbirds sing as I eat my pie lunch, moaned the king, but they haven't made a sound for days. On the first day, the king explained, my court announcer told them,
the king commands you to sing while he eats his pie lunch, or else.
But my blackbirds didn't make a sound. On the second day, my court musicians played me some Tweety birdsong music while I ate my lunch, but it wasn't as sweet as the blackbird song, said the king. On the third day, my court jester told them some bird jokes in case they needed cheering up, but they didn't laugh, not a single cheep from one of them.
The king sighed.
Now I'm missing the blackbird's music so much, I can't eat my pie lunch. I've gone right off it.
Then I had an idea. Maybe the blackbirds don't like having to sing in the lunchtime pie every day. Birds like to be outside, in the open air. So we made a plan. And I went to talk to the blackbirds. I told them that the king loved their singing so much that he was going to set them free. They'd never have to sing in a lunchtime pie again. And straight away, all the birds soared up into the sky, singing the most beautiful song. The king was overjoyed. Now the king eats his pie every lunchtime, and the blackbirds sing happily to him from the trees in the palace garden. Little Cook to the rescue once again. That was a great adventure.
Oh, it was brilliant, Small. And the blackbirds loved singing to the king from the garden.
Hey, I know a rhyme about that. Sing a song of sixpence,
A pocket full of rye. 24 blackbirds baked in a pie. When the pie was opened, the birds began to sing. Wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king?
Hey! Well, I bet the blackbirds in your story are much happier now they're free.
Oh, yes, Ben. But I wish we could cook a dainty dish for the king in our cafe.
Come on then, little cook. Thinking caps on.
Ooh! I know, Big Cook's Big Cookery book.
Of course, the big cookery book. There's recipes for everything in there.
And where do we look for things to cook?
In the book. In Big Cook's book.
Look, the very thing. King pie. The king always has pie for his lunch. He'll love it.
King pie it is then. Come on then, little cook. You read out the ingredients and I'll see if we've got them.
OK, let's see. We're going to need broccoli.
Broccoli, over we go. Nice and green. Got the broccoli small.
Leeks.
Oh, leeks here as well. There we go. Got the leeks.
Carrots.
Carrots. Lovely orange carrots. Got those small.
Courgette.
Oh, courgettes. Here we are. Courgettes, yep.
Mushrooms.
Mushroom in the fridge. Mushrooms. Some lovely mushrooms there. Yep, got those small.
And for the sauce, milk.
Milk, here we go. Milk, yep. Nice, got it.
Butter or margarine.
Oh, in the fridge as well. Got the butter. Here we are. Got that small.
Plain flour.
Plain flour. Yep, here we are.
And pre-rolled puff pastry.
Pre-rolled puff pastry. Right. Oh, we haven't got any of that. But we have got everything else we need for the recipe. So, why don't you whiz off and get some, little cook, and I'll get everything ready.
That's a great idea. See you later. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Hey, why don't you come along too? Way!
Go, Small, whiz away! I wonder what he'll see today.
This is where puff pastry is made.
This lady is mixing some butter with the flour. She crumbles the butter into the flour. Now, the butter and flour are mixed together in a big mixer with some water. Lid on, mixer on, and around it goes. Mixy, mixy, mixy. It's making a dough. Wow! This machine is making the dough flat and thin. That's butter. It's being folded into the dough. It's being rolled out lots of times. Now the pastry is cut into rectangles, ready for packing. The puff pastry is just what we need to make a pie for the king.
I'd better get some back to the kitchen for Big Cook Ben. Bye!
There we go. All the ingredients are washed and cut up, and I've put some water on to boil.
Way, I'm back!
Hello there, Small. Did you get the pastry?
I certainly did. I saw the pastry being rolled out lots of times. So it was long, flat and thin. And here it is.
Whoa! Hey! Come on then, Small. Let's get started. We're all ready, so take a look.
And we will show you how to cook.
Jelly boats and pirates' gold, princess pea pies, carrot cakes and fruity smiles,
And envelope surprise.
We love our cafe and we love to cook. We have a fantastic recipe book. He is Big Cook and he is small. Friends in our cafe, we cook for them all. When your tummy gets all rumbly, you're ready for a treat. You can make something delicious to eat.
Have you cleaned the surfaces?
Yes, have you washed your hands?
Yes! All clean and ready to cook. Do you remember the ingredients to king pie?
You do?
There was broccoli,
Cut into small pieces called florets.
leeks,
2. Cut into medium slices.
carrots,
2. Cut into thin slices.
courgette,
1. Cut into thick slices.
mushrooms,
8. Sliced.
and for the sauce, milk,
300 millilitres.
butter,
30 grams.
plain flour,
30 grams.
and pre-rolled puff pastry.
1 packet.
Whoopee! Let's get started!
So the first thing we're going to do is turn on the oven to 200 degrees Celsius, gas mark 6. And remember, the oven is hot, hot, hot. So that's a job for your grown-up helper to do. And so is this. Next, we put all the vegetables, apart from the mushrooms, into the steamer over a pan of boiling water. Now this is boiling now, so in go the vegetables. Go, and on goes the lid. It needs to steam for about 5 minutes until it's soft.
Is there a job for me?
Oh, yes, Small. You could unroll the pastry and cut some strips off. The strips are going to go round the edge of the pie dish.
OK then.
So while the veggies are cooking, I'm going to melt the butter in another saucepan. Here we go. In goes the butter. And on goes the heat. Well, that's melting quite nicely. Then we can slowly add the flour. There we go. And keep stirring it for a few minutes. Now this sauce that we're making is called a roux.
I've cut a pastry strip, Ben.
Oh, great. Lay them round the outside of the pie dish, and when they're all in place, brush them with a little water.
How are you getting on, Ben?
The veggies are ready now, so I've put them into a bowl and I've added the mushrooms. I've also put a ladle full of the veggie juice on to keep them nice and moist. So now we can finish the sauce. I'm going to add the milk to the butter and the flour. In it goes. And I'm going to stir it round using a whisk to get rid of all the lumps. There we go. Now as the mixture gets warmer, it should get thicker.
The pie dish is ready, Ben.
Oh, great. Thanks, Small. The sauce is ready now. So, turn off the heat, and I'm going to add it to the vegetables. Nice and creamy. Here we are. And then we can mix it all in. So I'm going to give it a bit of a stir.
Hey, Ben, look what I found. It's a blackbird. Tweet, tweet. We can bake it in the pie. The king will love that. It's called a pie funnel.
Oh, great! Ho-ho! Thanks, Small. Put the blackbird in the middle of the pie dish, and then we can spoon in the vegetables. In they go. All the way round.
I've already wet the edges of the pastry, so it will stick.
There we are. Then, ask your grown-up helper to cut a little hole in the middle of the pastry. Like that. And then we're going to lay the pastry over the top of the dish. With the blackbird's head popping out.
But what's the blackbird for, Ben?
Well, it holds the pastry up and it lets the steam out.
It's very useful, Ben. It's just as well I found our little blackbird, isn't it?
If you don't have a pie funnel like this, just make 2 small holes in the middle of the pastry so the steam can escape while the pie's cooking.
Is it ready to cook now, Ben?
Nearly. We just have to press the lid down all the way round, and then we can trim around the edges.
I can't wait to see this.
And the last thing, just brush the top with a little milk to make it go all golden when it's cooked.
Is it ready now?
Yes, it is, little cook. So, all we need to do now is pop it in the oven for 30 minutes. So, oven gloves on, and over we go. Open up. Pop it inside. And remember, this is a job for your grown-up helper to do because the oven is hot, hot, hot.
I'll set the timer for 30 minutes. There we go.
The pie's cooked and cooled a little.
It looks fit for a king.
Yes, it does, Small. So here we go. 1 king pie coming through. There. All done.
So what do we do now? Can we play?
Not yet. Time to clean and put away.
Hooray! Wash, wipe, scrub and clean. Make the kitchen sparkle and gleam.
My name's Ben.
And my name's Small.
We've got the cleanest kitchen of all.
Tidy all the bits and bobs.
The things that help us do our jobs.
Ingredients we'll put away.
Ready for use another day.
Pots and pans will start to smell.
If we don't wash them really well. And now it's clear, let's all smile. We'll be finished in a little while.
All around,
Up and down, we've got the cleanest cafe in town.
aha, here comes the plate.
Oh, yes! And it looks like the king enjoyed his pie. Look, Small, he's left a note.
Well, what does it say? What does it say?
Hoo-hoo-hoo! Let's see, shall we? It says, Dear Big Cook Ben and Little Cook Small, thank you for the delicious king pie.
Woohoo!
And also for the blackbird surprise inside. I was in my counting house this morning counting out my money, and here's a small reward for your excellent cooking and for getting my royal blackbirds to sing again from the king.
Wow! What's the reward, Ben?
Ho ho, Small, look! It's gold coins. Lots and lots of gold coins. There's more than enough here to replace the cups and saucers I broke this morning. Whoopee!
Hey! See you soon!
See you soon!
Big cook, little cook, welcome to our cafe. Big cook, little cook, we'll cook for everyone. We'll cook for everyone.